Hello everyone and welcome back to another Swift tutorial. So in this video we're going to be going over functions. So let's jump right in. So we use the word func for the function keyword, and then after we use the function keyword we specify the name of our function. So we can call this first function. Alright, and then we use the parentheses to specify if we have any parameters. And in this case we don't, and I'll get into that a little bit more later. And then the curly braces we use to specify the body of the function. All right, so now we can simply say print something like hello from first. All right, and then we can call our function. Since we're in a playground, we can just kind of do this anywhere. So calling the first function, hello from first. Cool. All right, now what if we want to actually have this function? For instance, when we call my function, actually let's make another function. I'll explain this with another function. We can say second function. All right. Now we can say hello, and then our second function is going to call first function, and then we're going to add world. Now this is going to actually give us an error, of course, because it's saying, hey, you can't actually add a function with the string. So what if we want to add whatever we get from here to world? Well, we can actually use a return type. So in order to do a return type, we make this cute little arrow, and then we specify our return type. So in here we can simply say, instead of print, we can say return hello. Alright. Now we can do this. So we can say second function, go ahead and run that. And there we go. Hello world. There we have it. Okay, so now we can actually do the same with an int and have it return 2, and then do the same thing here with 4. We can say print just to make it show up in the output console down here. So we run that, and 6. 2 plus 4 is 6. Cool. So we can again do the same thing here. If we wanted to have second function return a value, we could do the same thing here and then actually return. Let's do that actually. So we can simply say int, and instead of print right here, say return. Cool. All right, and then we go ahead and run that, and there we go. Prints out 6. All right. So functions are great because we can specify specific points of logic, and each function can do their own thing. For instance, let's say we needed to, let's say we wanted to create a greeting. So we can call this create greeting. All right. And now, in order to create the greeting, though, we need a name. So we're going to pass in the name. It's going to be a string. All right, and then it's going to return. Make this a string as well. The return type needs to be a string, and we'll say hello name. All right. Now, when we call our create greeting function, we got to specify a name. So we can simply say Ian. All right. Now when you run that, you'll see it's missing label, name, in call. So what we can do to fix that is we can just insert name. So when you hit fix, boom. And so it specifies actually name is Ian. So it's actually really nice. Swift helps us out a lot with um, readability. And that's what I really like about Swift is especially like this right here. It specifies, okay, well, what's the parameter here? It's name, and the name is Ian. So it helps out a lot, and it really, especially if you write this correctly, you can write some really great self-documenting code. All right, so we can go ahead and run that now. And our output should be hello Ian. And there we go. Awesome. All right, so that's how we use parameters in functions. That's how we use return types, and that's how we can actually call different functions and use them to our advantage. So this is very basic. We can go into a little bit more in depth later, and of course we will as we start stepping into iOS development in general. But this should give you a good foundation on how to actually get going with functions and doing certain things and functions that you'd like. So I look forward to seeing you guys in the next one.